Welcome, one and all, for all is one. Limelight in the twilight. What do we have here? Cancer. Well, I've already meditated upon your symbol, this symbol, your element, and your energy, Cancer. Let's get into it, shall we? I think we shall. How you doing, Cancer? Light adjustment. Hang on. These are the decks I've chosen for you. Towards the end of my meditation, I shake them. And when I feel it, I flip them up. And this is what begins the reading. What can you expect from me after that? Past, present, and future. The recent past energy leading into this current moment that you and I share. Leading into what's coming in, Cancer. I will also channel and read the energy of the cards as we go, okay? It'll build upon what's there and what is coming in and the messages that I receive, okay? Don't force it to fit. You'll know if it's you or not, okay? And sometimes it might be hard to hear, but here we go, okay? Because a lot of people hate truth. And I'm not saying I'm always correct, okay? I could be off base, and if it's not your reading, then I'll catch you in the next one, Cancer, okay? So you have the Three of Swords, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, forgiving and learning. The number 9, amble with contentment, and the Neptunian card of Neptune. I see you going through a higher self activation, okay? Higher self is our communing with our higher self. Not just having a conscious conversation with ourselves, asking ourselves questions and answering them. Some people would label that as crazy. So I guess not speak it out loud. I'm kidding, Cancer. This is communion with your higher self. Okay, this is higher attainment. And the only way that we get there is by facing ourself, our lowercase self, not the higher case self. Yeah? And how do we do that? The shadow work. We face ourselves. We look in the mirror. We go within. We make those changes. We hemisync the left and right hemispheres of our brain, the masculine and the feminine. Yeah? And then once we start regulating, okay, we begin the longest journey within, connecting the heart to the head to the heart. Sometimes it's a heart over head decision, and at other times, head over heart decision. Those, a lot of times, can be the hardest because sometimes love just is not enough. We can love somebody with and people with, you know, all of our being, but sometimes love is not enough. This is creating the wheel to turn, okay, by you raising your consciousness to a level of activating that communion with your higher self, okay? It's not down here in the current, the wheel's constantly turning, okay? So at the current moment, we see Typhon down here at the bottom, okay? The wheel, she's a turning, okay? You're either already up here or you're her Hermanubis right here getting ready to be up there, okay? And the trick about the wheel is not being on the circumference, on the outer rim of the wheel. The trick is being at the axis of the wheel and being out of the turbulence, okay? This could be turning to bring in this energy here of the high priestess, okay? Could be an earth sign, could be an air sign. Embodying this energy. Look, see the lovers underneath there. Thank you, Spirit. Embodying this energy, sitting between Boaz and Jacob at the veil, seeing the spiritual realm and this realm, okay? And having great wisdom and insight, okay, is not a given. Even if you're born with a lot of skills or clairs or understanding, okay, this is not an easy obtainment at the number 2 card with the high priestess. It's an archetype that takes a lot of focus, determination, will, discipline, understanding, application of knowledge is what brings wisdom. Okay? Not the fact that I've read 500 books, that doesn't equal wisdom, okay? It's applied knowledge. So as the wheel's turning and you're having these conversations with your higher self, okay, that energy and that vibration that's within that you're putting out is attracting something great into your life. It could be a choice of lovers. It could be a Gemini, okay? Some type of relationship. Maybe it's not a romantic relationship, but it kind of feels that way. It could be anything, though. Don't scream at me in the comments, and this is your justice that this comes in, okay? You deserve it, Cancer. I'm getting 2 hits off of this 3 of Swords. I keep glancing over at it, okay? And I'm getting 2 hits. Our thoughts and our feelings is what the main one of the main contributing factors of these swords being in our heart. It does not excuse the activities, behaviors, or events of others, and if there's injustices or things that happen bad to us, because bad things do happen to good people, okay? Another Cancerian card. So the 2 hits I'm getting is that in this communion, okay, with these levels of consciousness that you've been getting, and it seems like you've leveled up more than once, okay, is that you've learned how to process happenings, experiences, events, and people a lot of times without this happening, because as you see, they're not in the heart, okay? But then the second message is that there's one thing from the past that still either haunts you or lingers, or you may become nostalgic about from time to time, that it doesn't really, it's not really hindering you, but it can kind of lower your momentum, your frequency and vibration. It can lower that sometimes when you're nostalgic, or you haven't really processed through this, and in our shadow work and our internal work and those things that we change and make improvements upon and hone and all of that, sometimes there's those areas that is a no touch area for us. Sometimes it's one of those biggest things that we're like, I'm going to save that. I'm not ready to deal with that yet. So there could or may be one of those, let's just say one, okay, there may be more of those that maybe you haven't crossed that bridge yet, Cancer. And that is something that you can work out with your higher self. And as you're growing, okay, you know what you're ready to deal with, okay? And I would urge you and challenge you to look at the attainment level that it takes to reach that or to reach this. And look at the changes and the difficult things that you have been through, okay? That you have the capability to address whatever this is, and not go through the duration of what most people go through when something hurts their heart, okay? And it takes a really long time for them to heal that, and also affects things moving forward, okay? Forgiveness and learning, yeah. The measure in which we forgive is the measure in which we are forgiven, and really it's not about the other person, it's more about us. What the card says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Kind of goes with what I was just saying about this one thing, yeah? So, yeah. I think I beat it up enough. I think you get the gist of it, Cancer, huh? I kind of like this card. It's got seahorses on it, They mate for life. Number 9, amble with contentment. What's that mean, Chris? Well, kind of move along, being contented, even though we're going towards that which we want, being content in the moment of what we have. But the comment about this is saying waiting rather than acting or running in is going to be most advantageous now in this moment, Cancer. And then the last thing that I want to discuss is Neptune, okay? You see it says the ideation of, you fill in the blank, confusion regarding, sacrifice. Be prepared to sacrifice for. A yielding is the only way to inspire others with. And what's the key word? Imagination. Well, Chris, isn't that just delusional thinking? A daydreamer that don't do nothing but sit there and wish they had something? No. Imagination is one of the key ingredients to manifestation. Yes. Our ability to visualize, imagination, okay, is a spark. It's a fuel. It's a visualizing that which we want, I learned a long time ago, a lesson when I got clean was that when you want something, you go to great lengths to acquire it. Let's use a car, for example, okay? There was a Jaguar that I wanted, and I was told I needed to go sit in it. I needed to go smell the leather and the wood. I needed to touch it. I needed to visualize myself driving it. I needed my actions and my will driven towards acquiring it. Not just a longing or a wanting or, a desire, but a plan of how I'm going to make that happen. But also in my imagination, having the visualization in consciousness and the 5D and going in the 3D and touching it, sitting in it and feeling it and telling myself it's already mine. Wasn't too long after that, I was driving away in it. And so all of these successes of higher consciousness, learning lessons, okay, learning how to ride on the wheel and bringing in these higher attainments through our abilities, okay, is what gets us to where we want to be. Okay, Cancer, that's the initial message. I know it was a little lengthy, okay, but it just kept coming in for me, okay? I'm going to bring out your oracle cards first. And really, I see that as the theme of the reading. So if that didn't hit you anywhere and you're going, what the hell is he talking about? Then perhaps it's not your reading, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay? You're being advised to go slow towards that which you want and in your processing, okay? We've seen justice and now judgment as I went to pick up the deck. These attainments are meant for you, Cancer. Okay. Be in amble and contentment as we go after what we desire. Okay? It's not just the want of more. It's wanting what we have more than that which we want. Blend into your environment. Number 36 or 50 could be significant to you thus far. The number 10, 2 or 3 or 23. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. Yeah, with these higher levels of attainment comes sharper awareness, okay? We must have great awareness. Yeah. And if we're, just stuck in emotion and feelings, okay, or we're always distraught about something, or there's always a problem, or, I'm looking at the glass as half empty, we can't really have great awareness, okay, on a level that serves us the best, okay? Childlike devotion. Yeah, man. We come in as a child and we go out as a child. I call these the word tarot because they got a bunch of aces and signs and elements and all that in it. It gives another layer to the message. Cancer, you got spirit. I just throw a bunch of them out. Look, Neptune again. I'm telling you, Neptune is very significant in this age of Aquarius. Self-worth and expectations on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we deserve the good things happen to us. If we're doing the work to bring it in and we're, right speech, right action, we need to understand our worth. We do have expectations that we are worth it. Okay? I'm seeing you stand in your truth and your power and speaking it, and your expression is not sitting well with somebody, Cancer. Okay? They're seeing your harmony and your flow and stability, okay? And they're probably looking at you through rose-colored glasses, saying, you're an illusion and delulu about your Neptunian theory, with your imagination, and you're just building castles in the sky, and you wish you want to be. Okay, keep coming back. More will be revealed. Maybe they're just not there yet. It's not, our truth is not somebody else's truth, okay? And some of the things that I might be saying may not be for you, may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Just take what does, okay? Masculine energy, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter, okay? Somebody or maybe you're married, and until death do us part, and it says until death tears us apart, either in contracts, career, or commitments. This is Saturnian energy, okay? Saturn is the daddy that puts on the brakes, okay? The restrictions, okay? You might be overwhelmed by this debt, okay? Or maybe your significant other, okay, is being a little excessive. Maybe not doing it the way that you would do it, Cancer, okay? And that could be causing some conflict, okay? Yeah, obtaining this higher consciousness, I see that you've bound some toxicity, walked away from certain people, and dropped some patterns that could be considered toxic, okay? You could be attracting an air sign. See this with this ace. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I'm feeling Aquarius because some of the cards that we've seen and the High Priestess. I don't know. It's just a hit I get. Okay. Neptune again. Remember, imagination is an enhancement component in understanding manifestation and bringing into fruition that which we desire. You're going to start hearing it out there, okay? If you watch other tarot readers, understand I've been saying it since day one. I'm not trying to toot my horn or nothing. It's just my understanding of that which I've researched, that which I've studied, okay? It's my understanding of Neptune at this time. Okay. I'm giving a little more here, Cancer, because it's been a while since I gave you a reading. So if you're enjoying it, hit the like button. You plan on returning, consider hitting the bell. An engagement. What did I tell you? That it's about a person. Didn't I say that that's what I was feeling? Your love life is ascending to a higher level. Okay, you're either in a relationship and it's going to the next level of commitment, okay? Or you might become engaged, or you might meet this higher level entity, being, okay? Masculine or feminine. Engagement. Oh man. Bottom of the deck, honeymoon? Are you kidding me? Cancer, are you engaged to get married? Maybe you're already planning your honeymoon in Venice, Italy? Maybe. Or Florence. or Egypt. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This could be over a holiday of time that, you know, perhaps really that's the only time you can get away from work and your other responsibilities. You deserve love, Cancer. You are lovable. You are enough. And with all this love, you know, this is quick. This is passionate. This is fiery. Could be that air sign. Whoever the hell you are, Cancer, you're either in a relationship that's getting ready to go to the next level, okay, or you're getting ready to get married, or you're getting ready to meet the person that you're going to marry. Something like that, Cancer. That's some pretty good energy if you're looking for it, okay? If you're not looking for the relationship, that's fine, okay? Apply it to that which you are trying to bring in, that new opportunity, that dynamite job, enhancing your friendships. Maybe you need to thin them out. Maybe others are coming into your inner circle, people that you're getting close to, that you've grown with some loyalty and some trust and respect, you know, and some, you're there for them and they're there for you. So it doesn't have to be, you know, if you're screaming, hey, I don't want no relationship, then apply it to whatever else it is, okay? Sagittarius, could be a Sagittarius, or it could just be the energy that it's, you and this other person is very spiritual and it's very fiery, very passionate. Yeah, man. The wisdom of, the insights to. This is the spiritual aspect of Sagittarius. I just heard somebody's getting ready to get hit with an arrow from Cupid's bow. Could be you or somebody you know. Yeah, man. Okay, Cancer. Let's get into the tarot. You're probably like, finally, Chris, dang. I hope not. Because you got a choice in love, and it's just justice and judgment. We've already seen it. It's meant for you. You deserve it. I'm seeing an eclipse there. You see it? The sun and the moon. This could come in for you over this, this wish fulfillment could come in through an offer. It's going to be abundant. Perhaps over this next eclipse cycle. I want to say it's around harvest time, around like between Virgo. I think it's Virgo and Libra season, somewhere in there. Might be one sooner. I think that there's it's just a very partial one sometime in August, but the one I'm talking about is like between Virgo and Libra. Could be either one, but I'm seeing during that time of the moon cycle, okay? Yeah. It could be complete, total wish fulfillment. Whatever that means for you, abundance and wealth, health, love, whatever this picture right here is for you. Whether it's a family or not, whether it's a empire or not, whether it's living in the country or not, whether it's whatever it is, apply it to that. Okay, I'm not hung up on it having to be a relationship, but for some of you, it definitely is. Cancer. Okay, recent past. What's the recent past, Spirit? Leading up to this moment. Great Spirit, light of the all. What is the message? Hear my call, Spirit, for Cancer. That one? Yeah, recent past. See, second time we've seen this card. Yeah, that cycle's over. Divine Spirit, great light of the all. Whoa. Too many, too much, Cancer. Holding back on something. 55 is great change. Okay. Your power card come up. Two of Cups. So in the recent past, this is headed back towards you, okay? This is facing the pip. Somebody could have wanted, to be in your sphere of influence, and pretty early on caused you to feel some kind of way, caused you hurt and pain, and you quickly closed this cycle. You could have met this person through work, okay? Or you thought it was going to work, or they admired your work, or you admired their work, or maybe there was a collaboration in the pinnacle. Maybe it was business and pleasure. Yeah, you called judgment on that BS. Whatever it was, Cancer. Yeah, it left you feeling some kind of way and all beat up, man. The wounded warrior. You thought it was a celebration, taking you to the other side of something, like you really believed that this was something more than just, acquaintances that we run into with some fast energy, okay, that left you like this right here. But understand, Cancer, a 10 is a 1. Okay? I think that's enough on the recent past, because it covered this and work and this and that, okay? And look, you've seen how many times I split the deck. You called judgment upon it. Close the cycle. Number 13, death card. Cycles ending, cycles beginning. And this might be some of your higher learning, too, that you've understood of how to close cycles out and keep this at a minimum. You know how to take the swords out of your heart and how to heal. And understand that we need to do that before we try to drag somebody else into it, like this right here. A level of commitment and relationship that goes to this level, okay? If we ain't do this, guess what? You don't see it. Oh, you might bring it in, okay? But that's about it. But you call judgment upon this past situation, okay? I'm being called to stay with this deck. I'll give you extra in the current, okay? What's the current energy for Cancer? Divine Spirit, great light of the all. What is the message? Thank you. For Cancer, hear my call. Tedo. Tadachi. Cancer. What's the communication, Spirit? What are you saying here? That one? Ooh, yeah, man. Current energy. How about that, Cancer? Quickly with the 10 of Pentacles. How about that? That'll look a little better? I think so. 7 of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer. Yeah, the wheel, she's a turning again for you in the current energy coming up out of that. Okay? I think you've healed the past, whatever this is, okay? If it's just pertaining to the last round of events and lessons and situations, okay? Or even the past, okay? I think you've learned the cycle to close them out and start new ones. You got some fast and quick communication coming in, okay? This could be the one that adds to your 9, making you a 10. Whatever that is, an opportunity, a person, a dynamite job, whatever. Get in where you fit in. Apply it to where it applies. Okay? There's too many cards, though, towards a relationship, this being a person. Fast communication coming in. Okay? This is the whole enchilada, man. It's everything. It's the abundance in everything. You both like animals, and I see that there's a village or a community that you'll be attached to, okay, that you can be outside a lot and not have to worry about anything. Have your own space, your own garden area, your own space, your own privacy. There's always going to be this that comes up against us, Cancer. It's just what it is, man. But you got the higher ground, okay? And whatever comes up against you, and you got some understanding of how this wheel turns, okay? And how to stay out of the spin. Hierophant. Higher levels of commitment, engagement to be with this person. A high level commitment. Could be a Taurus, could be an air sign. I got the hit Aquarius. I didn't get the hits of the other stuff, okay? This is not an overnight thing, okay? When something like this powerful, we've seen that many cards towards it, comes in, and you get the 10, okay? You got to hold back, okay? It's not something that happens overnight. Yeah. It's hot, fiery, passionate. Justice again. It's your justice for this to come in, Cancer. You deserve it. It's due you. It's due to you. Going through that which you've went through to get to where you're going, Cancer. I firmly believe that. Okay, now I'm being called to switch decks. I'm going to give you more in the current. Anything else for the current energy? Taro. Terachi. Divine Spirit, Great Light of the All. What is the message? Thank you. For Cancer, hear my call. Look at that. Hierophant. Lovers. Taro. Terachi. Wow. So, when cards repeat like that, it's Spirit saying, I meant what I said. I meant what I said. I meant what I said. You both got higher consciousness, awareness. You both are very intelligent, high intellect. Could both hold this great wisdom and knowledge of an understanding. High priestess and high priest type individuals. Put that knowledge and understanding wherever you want it, wherever that is for you. The choice card in the Lovers, right? We see the God coming down to save her. Well, guess what? she's shackled to that stone. Okay? This could be to lure something out into the open. Okay? I see it as a choice that, you could be offered two cups. One, you know, may sting a little. The other one is the one. There could be a test, Cancer. You could face a test. I'm getting test off of this card. And love. Is it truly the one? You could be tested from them to make sure that you are the one, Cancer. It's just the hit I'm getting off of the cards, folks. I read energy and cards. It is what it is. The Chariot. Your power card, Cancer. Yeah, man. This is you, man, bringing this in. Quick, fast communication, okay? Bypassing all the conflict and competition of the world, okay? And dealing with it. Being able to turn the wheel. Making that which happens, making that which you want happen. Closing cycles and starting new ones. With work and endeavors and in love, okay? And I think you're bringing in that one, Cancer. Maybe, are you ready to settle down? Huh? Did somebody bring you down off the mountain, Cancer? Justice again. Third time. If you're keeping count. Justice for this new full journey of love. Can't make it up, man. Air sign. What'd I tell you? This is the Libran card, okay? So it could be a Libra, but what did I tell you? Air sign. I'm feeling Aquarius. Don't have to be. Okay, love is strange, Can be anybody. Can be any sign. Can be multiple signs. Yeah? I'm telling you, man, it's some higher love. Bring me higher love. Oh. Look at that. Back to the same cards, man. You seen me shuffling them, cutting them, splitting them. Cancer. That's current. That's some, man. That's 10 cards at least on the current energy, and I hope you got something out of that and not screaming at me through the phone. I don't want no daggone relationship, Chris. Well, maybe you don't, but maybe that opportunity's coming in, and maybe you just don't see it, Cancer. 10 of Pentacles again. Spirit saying, I meant what I said. Go slow. Something this powerful and this, you do not want to rush this type of energy, okay? You can plan all you want. You can move it forward. You can, go through the steps. You can test. They can test. You can show your love language and they can show theirs, and you can go through your adjustment period to get to know that individual. Doesn't mean that it's not love. Not according to this. And all these repeating cards, the 10 of Pentacles twice, Cancer. Is this love? Cancer, are you in love? Or somebody's in love with you. No. It's that new opportunity, though. Twice with the ace. And we've seen the Ace of Cups twice, too. Divine Spirit, great light of the all. What's coming in for Cancer? What can they expect coming in the next week or two? Cancer. Celebration. Could be some sorrow for somebody who's getting this celebration. Maybe many somebodies. Perhaps you or this other person's got a lot of suitors. Yeah, because they're an emperor or an empress status. But they're getting the success, and so are you, Cancer, with the 6. Wow. Perhaps on that moon cycle. Huh? Big change coming in. The Tower moment with the change. Divine intervention. It's going to affect and change every area of your life, Cancer. With success. With an emperor or empress. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Full on the new journey. Divine Spirit, great light of the all. What is the message for Cancer? Hear my call. What else? Thank you, Spirit. What else they got coming in besides victory, valor, and abundance, and fast communication? World and Universe card with an air sign. Queen of Swords again. Hot, fiery, passionate energy. 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. How many repeating cards have we seen? How many confirmations do you need, Cancer? How many? Can't make it up. There's some big love here, man. This is power. This is the type of relationship through your works and their works, okay, that you're a 9 and they're a 9 and we're totally complete within ourselves. The other person does not complete us. They enhance us and we enhance them. And in the process of bringing those two enhancements together and getting past our differences and starting to gain the momentum and working together, that's what brings in the 10. That's what makes the 10. Through our works. There's your power card, Cancer. 2 Cancerian cards right there. Seven of Wands. Repeated. How many confirmations you need, Cancer? Do you know who this person is? Huh? Look at that. Well, Chris' success wasn't on the board. Well, guess what? It is now. You know why? Because you've mastered prudence, which is the virtue that we get off of Saturn. Prudence. Mastery over these cycles. You could have already had your first or second Saturn return. Okay? First one to put you around 30, the second one around 28, 29, and the second one puts you around 57, 58, somewhere in there, maybe 59. Oh my God. The Justice card again. It's called the Adjustment in the Thoth Tarot. We've seen that card like 4 times. This is hot, fiery, passionate potentiality between you and this person. This ace holds every card of that suit. fiery, passionate energy. Anything else, form spirit? I'm done beating it up. I'm done trying to prove it wrong. I'm done trying to prove it to you out there saying, I don't want no relationship. I think we got like 8 repeating cards. In love. With the 2 of Cups. Hot and fiery, passionate. 22 may be significant to you. And the wheel, she's a turning in your favor. Cancer. 3rd wheel. Give me back my energy. Here you go, Cancer. Returning your energy with love. Limelight in the twilight. There you go. Hope you got something out of it. Be good to yourself and others. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.